I'm Lisa Chang.
And I'm Amanda Muse.
And this is We Try Before You Buy, the series where we're testing all the hottest products and gadgets so you don't have to.
And today we're testing the new Dyson Airwrap. Ta-da! And we want to see if it's worth your coin. So be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment because we want to hear from you.
All right, friends, this is your Dyson Airwrap. Now, the cost of the Airwrap is $749,
Ouch.
And you're probably wondering, why is it so much more than any other hair tool that I've ever owned? Well, the truth is because it does everything. That's right, it dries, it styles, it curls, it smooths, literally anything that you could ever want to do with your hair, it does it. Plus, it has 4 heat settings as well, including that cold shot. So it's gonna lock your style in place so it'll be long lasting.
It's beautiful, and let me tell you exactly what comes in your kit. So we have the motor. So this is very similar, if not exactly the same, as the first generation, which is amazing because if you were looking to upgrade some of the pieces, you don't need to upgrade the whole thing. Something that is similar is your round brush. Great for volumizing and blow drying. We have your soft smoothing brush, and this one is for fine hair. Now you'll notice something that's a little different is that the bristles actually move, and there are holes down the front of the attachment, which helps with the Coanda effect. This one would be for coarser hair. You have the holes down the front. This next one is brand new, second generation. This is your blow dryer piece. But actually, it's like a 2-in-1. So you'll notice here you have the holes down the front, which is where the air will come out to blow dry your hair. And then if you wanted to smooth your hair, the holes disappear. And now you have this piece here where the holes are coming out the side. And we're gonna show you how you use this to smooth your hair and reduce flyaways. This is probably the best part, the barrels.
I was so excited.
There's only 2. So if you had first generation, you would have had 4.
Yes.
And why, may you ask, are there less? Well, the new technology, with a quick little twist of the top, you can change the airflow. So when you're doing your curls, you can have the hair wrap around it one way, flip the little knob at the top, and now the hair wraps around the other way, so you're not jumping back and forth between barrels. This is very exciting. And there are 2 sizes, so you have a smaller barrel and a larger curl barrel, depending on how you want your curls to look. And then there is actually a kit with longer barrels, so for longer hair. Now this last little piece, you may be wondering, what is this? This is actually to clean your filters. This is an important feature which I think a lot of people might not realize you need to use to clean your Airwrap. There's a lot going on for one hair tool, but I'm very excited to put this to the test.
So am I.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so test number 1 is to see if your Dyson Airwrap will replace your traditional blow dryer. I tend to have thicker, wavier hair. So blow drying, especially as a young kid, never worked for me. I just found that with all of that heat, it really gave me that triangle frizz head.
It's not a good look.
Definitely not. Until the Dyson Supersonic Dryer came out on the market, and this thing has been an absolute godsend for me. It dries my hair in less time and I get less frizz. I really wanted to see whether or not that blow dry attachment on the Airwrap was going to stand up to the challenge. All right, so I've just divided my hair in half. So I'm gonna do the Supersonic on the left side and I'll use the Airwrap on the right side. I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer right now. Are you ready? Set, and let's go. Okay, it blows me away every single time. The Supersonic was able to blow dry 1/2 of my head in exactly 3 minutes and 31 seconds. That's right, it would have taken me a whole lot longer if I was using another blow dryer. Okay, so the next contender in the battle is the Dyson Airwrap. Okay, the verdict is in. It took me about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to only blow dry one side of my head with the Dyson Airwrap. All right, so let's go over the final results. On the left side, I used the Supersonic, and my hair was straight, it was smooth, it was completely dry. On the right side, this is where I used my Airwrap. It was taking longer to dry. Now that makes a whole lot of sense because with the Dyson, you obviously have a larger hole, you have a concentrated airflow in here as well. With the Airwrap, you'll notice that the holes are smaller, so of course it's gonna take longer. But here's the thing. My hair ended up being just a little bit frizzier on the right side than if I compared it to the supersonic side. So I found that really, really interesting. Overall, here's what I'll say. If you're looking for a dryer, I would say that my supersonic definitely does the trick if I wanted something fast, if I wanted something precise and efficient. If I'm looking for something that's going to aid my styling, then this is where the Airwrap comes into play.
Which, to be fair, is kind of what it's supposed to do, right?
Exactly.
It sets you up for this part too. Now, I must admit, having shorter hair, I love the way that this works because it's one hand. I just loved how easy it was to use. I could control the heat a little bit better. That's a huge part of what I'm looking for in a hair tool because I change my hair so frequently. Next, we're gonna see how the Dyson Airwrap holds up when you want to straighten and smooth your hair. So I've chosen the soft brush, and this one uses the Coanda effect, so you're going to see it'll pull the hair in and really acts as a straightening and smoothing tool, which could compare with a straightener, which I almost felt like saying old school straightener. Like, who even uses this anymore? You know what I mean?
But they do.
But they do. Risky parts about straightening is the damage that can come from a straightener, speaking from experience. And that's what's exciting me the most about this one, because when you're using your Dyson Airwrap, you want your hair 80% dry, where this is gonna be dry. Your hair is dry, and then you're drying it even further. So really excited to see how this holds up. So the hair is about, I would say like 60% dry. And now I wanna test out the soft smoothing comb. Ooh. Oh. Look at that shine. Like, that is so smooth. Your back sore? Initial reaction is that the hair is not super hot to the touch. Feels like it was able to dry with less of that like scorching heat.
Yeah.
How long would you take? Like, I've been recording for 4 minutes. So in between me chatting and, you know, it's not my own head, so I'm not as rough. But I would say what? 3.5 minutes or so? Look at that silky look, dang. If you look towards the camera, hello. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is on the other side of the head, we're gonna try this one and just kind of see some of the differences. So we've been looking at her hair and you can see actually the bottom of this side, this is the Dyson side, has a smooth kind of like natural feel to it, where look at that side, it's really, I feel like that's heat scorched. Yeah, where it needs to have, you know, either
like
a straightener or something. Cause like,
pull in.
Yeah, that's very, I much prefer this side. So, okay, food for thought. Hot take, I really liked it. I thought it was really gentle on my daughter's hair. She could do her hair easily, gives her that nice smooth look. And I found that it was smooth enough that I didn't have to reach for the smoothing attachment, which you could use. Like if you were having lots of flyaways, you could smooth out the top and get some of those flyaways away, but we didn't have to. So we liked it. What about you?
I am somebody who gravitates more towards a beach wave, a curl. I like volume, give me sky high. So as much as I like it, I probably won't use it a whole lot.
Next, we're gonna see how the Dyson Airwrap performs when you want a big, beautiful blowout. With my short hair right now, my go-to is a blow dryer with a round brush. It's all in one, so I'm super excited because I did have an all-in-one gadget I was using in the past.
Are you gonna do some bicep curls with that
I'm
thing?
telling you, this is, I mean, I have a video on YouTube with 1.4 million views. People are excited about this price point, how it works, does it hold up? Let's see how it went. All right, time to test it on my hair. We're going to use the pre-styler here, basically blow dryer. Ooh, she wet down the back of my neck. So that's about all I need for the pre-styler. And my instinct is to go straight to the round brush. But before I do that, I'm going to test out this on a couple of strands at the top here. Ow! Okay, so I will say these longer bits where the brush can get all the way around, yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Love that. This side though, no. Like it creates too much of a poof because it really is volumizing. So if you've got a little bit longer hair, yeah, it's gonna give you that volume. But because it's hitting my hair almost that it makes my hair straight out, it comes down. But we're gonna just blow out the rest of my pixie here because honestly, it does not take very long to blow dry short hair, but with this round brush. Like you can get so much more hair around the brush, right? There's just more, you have more control is what it feels like. So I'm definitely getting that volume, that bounce, which is hard to achieve with short hair if you're not super comfortable and confident blow drying your hair. And I like it, I really like it. All right, Lisa, what did you think?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was super intimidated to use this attachment. I have never been able to use a round brush and a blow dryer to do the thing. I have to say, I actually really liked how my hair came out. It gave me the volume I was looking for. It was also light enough for me to do my entire head of hair without getting tired. And I found that the style lasted as well, and I had less frizz.
I think this is probably the feature that will sell me on this, on the Airwrap the most, because it's what I'm going to reach for the most. The Dyson wins. This is very loud. It gets very hot, and honestly, as I'm using it, I'm in fear for my hair. I don't know what's gonna happen. It dries it too well, basically.
Oh.
It's too hot. It over dries it. Where this, I feel you do have control. The Dyson gives you that ability to then hit it with a cool shot.
Did you use product in your hair before you used that?
No, I just use like a heat protector type of thing. And then I would finish with a little product, but why did you?
I did not, and I didn't feel like I needed it. That's why I asked you the question.
I just love it. It's amazing.
Let's talk curling now. Now, traditionally, the way that I curl my hair is I will dry my hair with the supersonic, and then I'll go in with my curling iron and I will curl my hair, which lasts for sometimes a full week.
Even with my short hair, occasionally I like a fuller, more voluminous look, and I will reach for my curling iron and it does the trick and it keeps the look in place for days.
Yes.
I can't say I gone a week though, that's pretty impressive. Might have to learn your tricks. But I'm really curious to see how it holds up, how easy it is to actually wrap the hair and curl the hair. It's pretty cool.
Now with the Dyson Airwrap, you get a 40mm as well as a 30mm attachment. So I'm gonna go ahead and test out the 40mm and see how it curls and how it sets. I can't wait to try this one. Now it did curl my hair in less time than I thought, and I loved how bouncy the curls were. It also gave me a lot of volume. When I brushed out my hair and I added a little hairspray, oh my gosh, stand back Victoria's Secret. I was so excited. I took a picture and literally sent it to everybody I know.
Selfie!
How about you?
Because my hair is shorter, I feel like I'm not the right candidate for using the barrels, but I will say that occasionally I do like it back, a little bit more, high glam type of thing. And I did use the bigger barrel. I did the curls, all going backwards and let that sit for a little bit, brushed it out, added some product. I liked it. Did it hold though?
That's the big question. I felt that the style went flat really quickly. So I went in and I restyled my hair when my hair was a day dirty. I lost the curl, but I never lost the volume. I was still really happy with it, but I wanted the curl. When it comes to the Dyson Airwrap Multi-Styler, it's like, what are we going into it looking for?
Exactly. I love this round brush. That volume you get from my short hair, chef's kiss. You know what I mean? The curling, the barrels, my daughter loved it. But is she looking for a style that's gonna last 5 days? No, she's 10. It's more like in the moment.
Yes.
And then like you, when I was testing it out, I had very clean hair, which is going to be a little flat, a little soft. You need a little grit, right? So maybe it's some of the products we could use beforehand and afterwards to hold it in place.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I think trial and error with this product really comes into play. It's almost like you have to go on a couple of dates before you make this a long-lasting relationship. Okay, so here's my overall assessment of the Dyson Airwrap. If you're looking for a styling tool as well as a drying tool, if you love doing your own hair, want to experiment with it, and if you have the overall budget and money to spend, then I'm gonna say that this is a great addition to your overall hair arsenal. I feel like if you have kinkier or curly hair or coarser texture, I'm not entirely sure how much this is actually gonna work for you from a smoothing, styling, and holding in that style perspective.
So, with that said, how are you feeling about it? What is your rating?
So if I had to rate this from ease, speed, overall style, budget as well, I'm gonna say that I'm giving the Dyson Airwrap a solid 3.8 out of 5.
Oh, 3.8. I was gonna say 3.5. So we were close. We were close on this one because
Very close.
yes, for me, yes, I have the right hair texture for this one, but do I have the budget? Ouch. That's a bit of a trickier point. Have I been saving my Shoppers Drug Mart's points just for this? Yes.
That's important.
It's taken me 2 years, but that's neither here nor there. So that is something to consider. What is your budget? For me, I love the hair health part of it. I have had damaged hair. I have been playing with this color since I could. It was like 14 I started, right? So that is something that's really important to me, and I love that it doesn't get so hot that it's gonna crisp your hair off. However, downside of that is that it doesn't get so hot, so it's not holding your curls in place.
Exactly. By the way, you're giving me PTSD of the time that I tried to perm my hair.
I can smell the perm already from here. I think it's lovely that it can get rid of a few other hair tools that you have, and it's fun to use.
It's time to wrap it up.
So be sure to tune in next week, like this video, subscribe, leave us a comment, and let us know what you would like us to test out next. Bye for now.
Bye.